Hey guys! So today I'm going to be sharing with you a really easy recipe for peanut butter balls, or Buckeyes as Macy calls them. And they're really simple and they're really fun. And I think that was actually the first thing I started to bake when I was a lot younger. So they're really easy and they're really simple. So here's the ingredients that you're going to need. There are two separate portions of this recipe. There's one for the actual peanut butter ball, and then there's another part for the chocolate. So I'm just going to share with you the peanut butter first. So that's really simple. You're just going to need half a cup of peanut butter of your choice, 3 tablespoons of softened butter, and 1 cup of confectioner's or powdered sugar. For the chocolate portion of this recipe, I typically just use chocolate chips with a little bit of vegetable oil in the microwave, and they harden just fine, but I don't have any chocolate chips today, so I'm just going to be making a baking cocoa kind of concoction. So with that, you're going to need 4 tablespoons of baking cocoa. You're going to need 6 tablespoons of milk. It can be skim, 1%, 2%, whatever you like. 1 stick of softened butter, 4 cups of powdered sugar, and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Okay, so next, in a large mixing bowl, you're going to add together your half a cup of peanut butter and your 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter. So you're just going to add those to your bowl, and then you are going to use a mixer on medium speed until they are combined. Now in your peanut butter and butter mix, you're going to add your cup of powdered sugar. After about 30 seconds of mixing, you'll see that these little balls of peanut butter are starting to form, but that's okay. That just means you're about halfway done. So keep mixing and don't get discouraged because they will all come together in the end. That's just part of the process. Once your mixture is hard enough to form like a ball of dough kind of shape, so once you get that mixture, you're just going to pop it in the fridge while we work on our chocolate. Next, on high heat in a large saucepan, you're going to melt your stick of butter for the chocolate. Once your butter is about halfway melted, you can go ahead and add your 6 tablespoons of milk and your 4 tablespoons of baking powder. Now bring your chocolate mixture to a boil, stirring constantly because you don't want to scorch the chocolate. Now remove your chocolate from the heat after you've boiled it and begin to add your 4 cups of powdered sugar. So after bringing it to a boil, it was a little bit too thick for the peanut butter balls, so I'm just going to add a little bit of vegetable oil. On 50% power, you can just go ahead and microwave your chocolate for 30-second intervals. Now that you have the thin consistency that you need of the chocolate, you can go ahead and remove your peanut butter from the fridge and start making about quarter-sized balls all the way down on a baking sheet. Once you have your balls, which surprisingly the batter actually makes much more than you'd expect, you can find like a skewer or a long toothpick or whatever it is you want to use. Grab your ball and dip it in the chocolate. Then set it back down on the tray to cool. So about halfway through the process of dipping, about 3 or 4 of my little balls decided that they were going to pull a Titanic move on me and sink to the bottom of the chocolate pan, but I realized that it was because they were warming up, and so they weren't keeping their shape. So after I was about halfway through with dipping, I just decided to pop them back in the freezer for like 5 more minutes, and then bring them out and start over with the ones I still had left. Now that all of your peanut butter balls are covered in chocolate, you can just stick them in the freezer once again. So the peanut butter balls turned out wonderful. They are kind of difficult to get in that chocolate, but you can either just cool them off every so often or just melt your chocolate a little bit more depending on how hard or soft your peanut butter balls turned out to be. So hope you liked this video. Like, subscribe, and be sure to try them at home because they're really simple.